Nithyanandam Paramashivam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, and welcome everyone for this 45th Chaturmasya show. As we are celebrating the 45th Chaturmasya of our beloved Swamiji Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The introduction of Hinduism, the introduction to our own self, everything that we know about us, about Hinduism, about the world, including what is Chaturmasya, we learn from Swamiji. This Chaturmasya is a very, very sacred period during the year when each individual, each Hindu, delves more into the spiritual practices as they evolve and transform. This time we are so blessed that Swamiji guiding us, evolving us, transforming us through knowledge, through initiation, through the Charyapada, through different ways. And during this period, in this Chaturmasya show, every day we have been listening to Swamiji's Satsangs and the powerful cognitions that we receive from them. And every single day, we are also having the one or the other Kailasa's founding mother or father joining us and sharing their beautiful experiences, their journey with Swamiji, and how they became part of Swamiji's mission. So today we have Sri Karthikeya from Atlanta, USA, one of the founding fathers of KAILASA, joining us to share his experience. Nithyanandamaya, Nithyanandam,
Nithyanandam,
and welcome.
thank you.
Could you please share how did you meet Swamiji? How did this whole introduction to Swamiji happen? And how did you become a founding father of KAILASA? If you can share your journey with Swamiji, please.
Okay, ma. I was working in Seattle, USA around like 2005 or so, 2007. Swamiji was visiting US and giving satsangs, many cities. So I didn't know about Swamiji, never heard of him before. Just I saw one email from one of the colleagues, so there is a meditation camp, infinite energy, somebody is coming and teaching, enlightened master coming and teaching about enlightenment. So at that time, before I met Swamiji, I used to read a lot of books, mainly Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda. So I used to read only all intellectual, nothing else, no practice, nothing, just book reading. And so when I saw this, I was really, okay, let me go and attend the sessions. So first session I attended is about how to use the sound to reach enlightenment. So at that time my son was like less than 2 years old. So we thought, okay, I will go one of the sessions, my wife will go one of the meditation sessions. That's how I went there. Then first session itself, I was really impressed. Swamiji gave the talk and then how to use the song or nada to reach enlightenment. So from there I went to Kanuvoi Yatra, then many yatras, inner awakenings. The journey continued. But before that, one day before I met Swamiji, I was reading one of the disciples' story, one of the disciples of his Swamiji. I was really in a very low mood. Oh, how can I reach enlightenment? All the cultures, that culture, whatever you can think of the limitations of human beings, right? So I was really depressed or in a very low mood. I had that yearning at that point in time. That's when Swamiji came. So that's how I met Swamiji. Then it went like a lot of teachings. First few months or years, I was just making sure that, see Ramakrishna told, see a real enlightened master, right? So there are so many people, they may be fake. First few times I whatever Swamiji tells, I will test it, make sure it is real or not real. Then at some point in time, I realized, oh, authentic Swamiji is an authentic enlightened master. So from there, I visited many, whatever I read as spiritual things started becoming like started manifesting. Like previously, before meeting Swamiji, I never did any. I mean, I will go to temples, but won't do puja. I will read about yoga, but won't do yoga, those kind of things. But once I met Swamiji, all those started becoming like a reality. So started going to kshetras, places. A lot of experiences there I will share. Um, but why became the SGP? Um, I mean, I'm in the corporate world. I have the education from India, master's education from US. At the end of the day, human beings are good in the sense everybody wants to be happy, live in a peaceful way. But the other side of the coin is the modern world. Despite all the improvements, every technology, still people are suffering, right? Why? I mean, we have enough food, wealth, technology, everything is very advanced, but still people are suffering. They are full of health issues, all kinds of issues compared to the olden days, right? So why? So if you look that way, I think we lost the wisdom from the ancients. So the knowledge component of Hinduism or what has been taught is lost or getting lost. So I see Swamiji as one of the representative of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So I mean, if Swamiji can help me, then definitely the world can be helped. That's how I understood initially. If I can do something yoga, read some books, and if it helps me, I can change, then definitely the world can change. That's how initially the cognition came. I mean, I had a lot of spiritual experiences too. Then what I see is, see, the world has tried a lot of things. The power, right? Most of the countries, they are running behind power. Uh, wars and violence, it's not a solution. That is a solution. The world should be good by now, right? So like that, they tried so many other methods, whatever the name they call, socialism, like spreading the wealth in different ways, but none of them helped like Hinduism. So all the concepts from our ancients is really good for human beings. Doesn't matter which religion they come from. Fundamentally, all the religions teach good things, but Hinduism has some special things. Um, Obviously, they lived in a much better life until the British and the Muslim invasions destroyed Hinduism. So, in my opinion, after seeing all I mean, I have met very wealthy people, rich people here. Even US, I live in US, right? Um, Despite all the wealth, there are issues. I mean, a lot of issues in the individual level, societal level. There is no right solution. Whatever the human beings tried, it's not working. So that's why I feel definitely Kailasa Swamiji, they have the solution. I even used to tell if we just put all the Gurukul kids in the like leaders, the world will be a much better place. So that's why I feel Kailasa has the solution, Swamiji has a solution for a better world. So that's why I became a SJP for I think they call it as in Hinduism, I think Lokashemam, for the benefit of the world and the human beings and all the beings. So, have a lot of experience, but you please ask any other questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Aya, for sharing that. Actually, you shared a lot of points, a lot of valid, good points that you had. I wanted to start with what you had shared about. Before meeting Swamiji, you have read a lot of books, seeking, trying to find, the achieve enlightenment, and by reading books, by trying to find that, see, that yearning is inside you. Now, after I'm sure you would have seek for many years and trying to, like, probably gone through frustration and whatnot, that you read the books, but that does not quench your thirst, right? And then from there, meeting Swamiji, that one day where what all prayers, yearning, questions, everything that was boiling inside, the answer to everything is sitting right in front of us. What was that experience like? Like, having the guru who can actually give that experience to us. And, from the, I think it's more than 20 years since you have met Swamiji. You know, there's probably thousands and thousands of initiations by Swamiji has given, where it is whatever Swamiji is teaching is just not just knowledge. Oh, here it is. This is something called enlightenment. One day you'll achieve. No, Swamiji says Jivan Mukti. Live enlightenment now. Right? There's nothing like you will achieve enlightenment 20 years later, 50 years later, nothing like that. And every moment Swamiji is giving us that initiation. So what was it like, when we see so many people, we are fortunate enough to have Swamiji in our life, where we experience this day in and day out. But yet again, we are seeing those people who are seekers, who are still searching, who are reading books, who are, trying to find the Guru through YouTube channels here and there, and still feeling, do I need a Guru? All of these things. What was it like for you, for, having that experience, having seeing Swamiji? Sorry, I think there was a technical glitch. I hope I was still audible. What was it for you, Aya? Like, after that, a person who's already full, if you try to give him something to eat, he may not appreciate what he's getting. But a person who's really hungry, who's really thirsty, when he gets that nectar, that amrita, that fulfillment is completely different. So what was your experience like?
It's going to be a long answer now, but I will explain. So before I met Swamiji, I read many books, okay? Ramakrishna's books and Swami Vivekananda and many other enlightened masters. Before that, it was all intellectual. If I have to exactly tell, it's like a desert, right? You can imagine any desert, like rasagulla, laddu, or a cake. It's like reading about it, pages and pages, listening to lectures, all those things, but no experience. Until we take a rasagulla and eat it, right? Then we experience it. So that's the difference between the intellectual knowledge and the experience. So first I met Swamiji, then I went to some sessions like yatras, some programs. Initially, I didn't get any experience for almost I had some mystical experience in the sense, suddenly some light will come in the dream or some deity's form, or even Swamiji will give some kind of teaching in the dreams and those things, but not in the real world until like 2-3 years. At that time, I didn't know what the reason was, but I attended the first Cambodia Yatra, first Inner Awakening. Even in the first Inner Awakening, when we attended, we asked one question to Swamiji. Why is Swamiji? Somebody is saying, oh, she was coming and dancing in my Manipura chakra. I see Parvati, and we were all sitting, few guys in the back row, sitting, oh, we are not seeing anything, and not even human beings are coming and talking to us. So, zero experience. And some people, same program, they were seeing like all kinds of experiences. Then Swamiji explained. He gave an example. It depends on the types of the bodies of the biomemories and muscle memories that we carry. So some are like rocks, hard rocks. Initially, they will not get anything or see anything. It's like going in a train from, say, if we take US, right? Say from Atlanta to Washington, D.C., or in India, going to Delhi in a train. So one group of people, typically the intellectual people or the jnanis, they are like, nothing will go in, hard coconuts. For them, nothing will happen several years, or maybe janmas, I don't know, depending on the type. So they get into the same compartment, but their compartment is completely closed. So this is an example Swamiji gave. So they will not hear any sounds, no deities, nothing. They will be like just like before. They may feel healthy, a little bit better health, but that's it. So for them, only when they reach Washington or their final destination like Delhi, their door will open, they will get out. They won't even know if the car is moving or the train is going, nothing. The other group, typically the emotion-oriented or heart-oriented people, for them, it's like they will see the colorful scenes, they will see all that dancing, singing, they will even get down and get up, all those things. So it will be very scenic, very pleasant journey for them. The only minus point is sometimes they will get lost. Um, the other people, they will never get lost because they will go final destination and get down. So that's the difference, which I didn't know, but Swamiji explained. So coming back, for me, I had a lot of experiences in the sense. One of them, the most profound one, is with the unclutching. Third IA or fourth IA attended in awakening. First time I had this thoughtless space experience. It was that death meditation. Somehow I got connected to Mother Kali and Kalabhairava. So that time I had the experience of thoughtless space. I can explain the experience, but it's a long incident. So there what I experienced is previously I never had that experience, which is that day I was carrying hot water for my son. He was very young, so in upstairs 2-3 times in Bidhi ashram, so for inner awakening session. So I was just carrying that bucket like hands in this way. So then after that we just went there. Previous night we had this death meditation, and whole night we were meditating. Till 6 o'clock or so, we just took a small nap for 1 hour, then we came back. And Swamiji told us during the satsang, so all of us had to go to the temple, come back, sit for satsang around 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. that day. So Swamiji told us, okay, now I'm going to mirror my neurons. That's what Swamiji told. So we were all sitting, and you have to hold the hand like this mudra. We were all sitting. After a few minutes, I started only feeling my whole existence is only in these hands, okay? Only between this here and here, started growing and growing. And I could not feel my body, only I was feeling only this thing. It became very huge. That time I did not understand, but after that, what I understood is the nadis became very purified because I was carrying the heavy stuff and things, but it was not going up beyond that. But anyways, the unclutching started from there. This is one of the experience. What I'm saying is I was existing, but there was no thoughts. It lasted like for a day or so. That's one experience, and at that time I didn't know what even it was. And like that, it started continuing. It didn't stop. After that, the 2013 IA, I think, or 2011 IA, I was able to. I can sit as long as I want. No boring, nothing, no boredom. That is unclutching experience that I had. There is a Swamiji's video on webinar on unclutching. He talks about the three granthis, right? Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi, and Rudra Granthi, and unclutching from time is the eighth component. So later I understood I was able to unclutch from time. So that's when I got one experience. I'll share one more. Before meeting Swamiji, I was searching for a picture of Devi. Okay, it just came in a book, Saundarya Lahari, that book. So I was reading that book, Chandi. The book name is called Chandi, and I really like the form of Durga Devi in that book. But I searched all over the place for 3-4 years. I never found that image. So once I went with Swamiji to Varanasi Yatra. So Swamiji took us to all the places where the enlightened masters did the sadhana. It's like where Buddha did his final meditation before his enlightenment, the Puri Jagannath temple, and then Ramakrishna's place where he was born, where he meditated, the Panchavati and the Kali deity and the temple, right? All the 12 Shivalingas. And like many places, Varna, Kashi temple, like where Mahavir did his I think that place we missed in that journey, but many places like Allahabad, the Triveni Sangamam, 15 days yatra where all the enlightened masters got enlightenment. I had many experiences. I'm just sharing one. See, in Ramakrishna's place, Swamiji made all the disciples sit in the same room where Ramakrishna taught Swami Vivekananda and other disciples. So he told us, okay, everybody sit and close your eyes and start meditating. So I don't know how much time it passed, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know. When I opened my eyes, nobody was there. Everybody was gone. Then I came out and I asked, oh, where all they are gone? Then they said, oh, Swamiji, they are all on a boat. They are going in the Ganges, Ganga journey. Then I thought, okay, what do I do? They said, oh, you wait, there is another boat coming. You wait for some time. And okay, what do I do? I started roaming around the temple. First shop I went there. Sorry, just one second. So in Indian temples, you will have the shops around the temple. I went to the first shop. I saw that picture, like a huge. I still have it. I will show it now, maybe. So I have it here. I will show it. 1 second. I'll bring it. I don't know if you could see it.
Yes, so Aya is very excited to share the picture. Sorry, not
Okay,
able
okay, I
to
will
see
share
the
the
picture,
picture.
Aya. I think the background. Yes.
Then I will share the
So,
picture a little later.
thank you so
Not
much, Aya,
visible
for
here.
sharing the beautiful experiences. Yeah, you could probably share if you held it right in front of you.
Okay, let me see.
So, thank you for sharing your experiences as the beautiful journey with Swamiji that you're having and the miraculous experiences. I think we are able to very barely, yes, able to see, yeah. So
That's the
I
only.
think because of the
That was
background,
the
we are not
only.
able
That's
to
the
see that.
only. That was the only. Sorry, I will share the image. That was the only picture because I was trying to see, oh, is there a bigger one around all the shops? None of them. Only that was the place. I was so happy that I got this image. I'm still keeping it with me. The picture of the deity. So going back to the topic, Ma, the main difference I saw is if you read about the chakras. I'm just giving you one fundamental thing, right? In yoga, in all Hindu or Kundalini, about Kundalini, all these. What I'm saying is, with Swamiji, he gave so many initiations. I'll just share one example. See, in Kashi Yatra, when we went to the Varnash Yatra in Kashi temple, he made us sit, all of us, and he gave energy darshan, okay? Initiation inside the temple, in Kashi Vishwanath temple. So he gave the initiation, but as soon as he gave it, first time I felt something in the Anahata chakra. That's the heart area. We read about all the chakras and everything, but that's the first time I felt something there. It started like melting or some tingling and some sensations there. From that time onwards, I started feeling like unconditional compassion or love towards every being. Okay, that I never felt before. See, these things, why I'm telling, I'm kind of trying to intellectually explain the experiences. These kind of things will happen only if somebody practices sadhana for a long, many years or many janmas. Swamiji is just able to pass energy by just single touch. The three ways, right? Swamiji tells either by touch or sight or thinking, Swamiji passes energy. So for me, I think there are some chakras. I don't know which one got awakened, which one was the body was not able to maintain some of the energies, but they were all going up and down. But I felt, I even understood what's the meaning of Karuna Murti, right? I mean, in the books we read Sahasranama, all those things. Intellectually, oh, God is compassion of boundless compassion and limitless compassion. all those are intellectual concepts. But when I experienced it, then only I understood the meaning of, oh, this is what, if I can feel like this. So literally what happened is, after that Varnas Yatra, Kailas Yatra, for 2-3 months, I was in a space where every being looked like my friend. See, before that, I used to read, oh, some masters went and started hugging the trees, somebody going on the street and hugging them and things like that. I never felt, why would somebody do that, right? I had the sensation of every being is like my own. Sometimes I even felt like going and hugging somebody on the street, but they may slap me. But that's how I felt, compassionate towards them. So it's that lasted like 2-3 months, but slowly it faded away. I think the chakras, they were not able to hold the energy. So like that Sahasrara will always go like multiple petals. I think it's 1,000 petals. I think some of the petals got awakened. Swamiji tried to awaken them. See, previously I met Swamiji, I didn't go to all these kshetras, what we call as the pilgrimage places, right? Once I met Swamiji, that's it. I went to Varanasi so many times, took bath in Ganga so many times, went to Kailash Yatra. What are the things I would have wanted to visit in my life, I visited. So just like that, it happened. Tiruvannamalai and many temples. So if somebody is seeking, looking for moksha, right? So many times I even tell my friends, sometimes they don't listen. They think, oh, I have this book, I read this, that, and that's it. But I mean, it'll help them intellectual understand, give them some knowledge, but nothing can move them towards experientially seeing some things, progressing spiritually. So that's what I see Swamiji. I think on the spiritual side, it's a mandatory. I think everyone who is a seeker, I would recommend to attend at least a 10 days or 21 days program with Swamiji, and I would strongly recommend that. So, I mean, I have a lot of more experiences to share, but yeah, I went to Yatras. There's a lot of stories with the friends and things, and then third eye awakening stories, right? So, yeah, one more experience I'll share, ma. I mean,
Thank you.
this is a
Actually, experience I'll share, yes, sir, yeah. See, after meeting Swamiji, right? Like what you had experienced before meeting Swamiji, like each one of us, right? We learn or we hear about chakras. We have heard something called third eye. Oh, everybody has it. Or something that we think it is for somebody else, or this has happened in Satya Yuga, or somewhere it has happened in the history, in the Puranas, something that we don't think is possible for us. It's a book knowledge, intellectual knowledge. But after meeting Swamiji, just as you said, with one touch, with one initiation, nowadays you don't even need a touch. Just the Nayana Diksha, being seen by Swamiji, is enough for Swamiji to awaken the Kundalini Shakti. This Kundalini Shakti, to have an experience, people go to different yoga studios, to different meditations, stand upside down, everything they do to get one glimpse of that experience. What people long yearn for, years and probably janmas, Swamiji just like that gives. Like as you were talking, what I was relating to was like, how in India, when you're studying in some engineering colleges, you have those labs which has like ancient machineries that you learn from. Use those machineries, you learn, use that in your labs and learn. But when you actually go to work, it has nothing to do with the modern technology where the world is. And that's how it is when you're trying to learn self-study spiritualism, and without a guru, trying to understand these things intellectually and feel so fulfilled and great that wow, I've achieved something, I got a glimpse of something. But when you see, especially when Paramashiva is here, the experiences that Swamiji gives, just incredible. I just wanted to share this, Anya, because the first introduction that Swamiji gives us is not that, oh, you're a devotee, worship me, I am Paramashiva. No way. The first introduction that Swamiji gives us to us is, you are Paramashiva. Let's start there. You being a devotee can be tolerated, but that's not where you should, where I want you for a long time. Come to the understanding, come to the realization that you are Paramashiva. How Swamiji is straightforward and just, want us to realize that. And again and again and again, without giving up, different initiations, different ways, through different programs, different yatras, Swamiji keeps giving that experience to us for nothing. For no reason, he just gives. For whether we deserve, whether you have qualification, whether you have 30 years of spiritual practice of experience, or newbie, it doesn't matter. Swamiji simply showers, and different programs that Swamiji has given for us, whether it is called Inner Awakening, whether it is called Nityanandam, or different programs. And now Swamiji is giving this through the Paramashiva Sena program, the UAN summit that is happening now. It's a 30-day program, absolutely free of cost. What we study in the scriptures and think that is wow, that is these powers that has existed in the Puranas. We hear Mahabharata stories and oh wow, he could see from the third eye and they could use the arrows like this. They had all this mystical powers, all those things that we saw, which, because of the continuous attacks on Hinduism, where we started feeling that these are all mythology, these are all like fantasies, somebody wrote some fantasy scriptures, blah blah blah, all that attacks. Swamiji is just not telling, he's not just coming and saying, oh, these are real, these are all happened. No, he is making even that as an experience. You want to see your third eye, you have a head, you have a third eye. And how Swamiji is initiating each and every one of us. For those seekers, they are out there reading books and watching YouTube channels and thinking that, okay, how am I going to go forward in my spiritual journey? Please don't waste time anymore, and please don't waste your life anymore. The one that who can give it just like that as an experience is here. And Swamiji not only giving that without just like that, but he is giving the scriptural reference to it, the basis that this has existed in Hinduism for thousands of years, and Swamiji is reviving that. And in spite of whatever attacks that he is going through, Swamiji doesn't, he is unapologetically reviving this Hinduism. Our scriptures, our rishis, what they had gifted us, which is our own, our what we inherit, it's our own right to experience and live this. Swamiji is just giving to this as an experience. The reason why I wanted to elaborate this, Aya, today Swamiji had given a very powerful initiation. Not sure if you had a chance to be in that session today. Such a deep, for no reason, whether we deserve it or not, it doesn't matter. Swamiji had given that experience of that deep realization of oneness, of Paramadvaita, that space of complete silence. These are the things maybe you will read in some scriptures, maybe you would have read in some stories, but Swamiji just simply gives it. So sorry for taking over. You can please continue, but I just wanted to interrupt and share how the programs that offer that Swamiji is giving is free. Whether you want to attend, like absolutely the present program that Swamiji is giving is the Paramashiva Sena 30-day program, absolutely free. Right now it is happening in Los Angeles and in India. The next season in October, the Paramashiva Sena is going to be happening in St. Kitts and Nevis. Do not miss this opportunity. Stop looking at some tree and some, like a, what they call it, grape on the tree and longing for it. Oh, it is there. How am I going to get it? No. Swamiji is bringing to where you are. So register yourself with the Paramashiva Sena program, the ecitizen.info/PSS, and experience each and every experience that we are saying here is not a theory, it's not a joke. It is our own experiences, which thousands of people have experienced from Swamiji. Sorry, Aya, please continue, Aya. Because in the revival of Hinduism, what is already in the scriptures, what our rishis have given us, Swamiji is bringing to us as an experience for each and every individual, regardless of their background, regardless of where they are from, whether they have any spiritual experience before or not, or qualifications. Yes, Aya.
Yeah, I want to expand on that. You touched one point. Definitely Swamiji program I mean, year over year, in the form of, despite all the attacks and things, Swamiji is conducting different programs. Whatever it is, every seeker, I think they should attend. I'm experientially talking about I will share one experience, right? What Swamiji does is he awakens the subtle components of the muscle memory, biomemory, all our system. For example, there are 1,000 petals in Sahasrara chakra, some of the chakras. He awakens it. He says, Swamiji, see, I went to this 2014 inner awakening. There also he said, okay, I'm going to mirror my neurons. Okay. That day we had the same morning session. Think of like, I'm just trying to scientifically explain. I'm like a normal human being. Everybody goes. People, they try to find happiness in the external world things. Okay. When I say happiness, they use money, all kinds of entertainment. They look for happiness, right? Outside, through wealth, possessions, relationships. All they're looking for is joy and happiness. Okay. Then Swamiji on that day said, okay, I'm going to mirror my neurons. 2014 inner awakening in Haridwar. So on that day, again, I had some tinglings in my Sahasrara. The whole day, I was in what I call as the Shiva Bodha. Initially, I didn't know what it was. Okay. But I was in extreme happiness. Okay. My whole head was like kind of, what do you say? If somebody had drunk some very high quality stuff, they get into high, some kind of high, but this was different. Okay. I didn't know, but I was very happy, smiling all the time. People were telling something, nothing was going in. I was in a different state, like a drunkard in Shiva Bodha. Then in the afternoon, after lunch, Swamiji was walking and he turned towards me and smiled at me. That's when I understood, oh, this is something special. Why I'm telling this is, this will not be possible by just doing yoga or anything. Only possible through Guru's initiation. So that day, Swamiji was to just look at Naina Diksha, Meenakshi Darshan, right? So Kamakshi, Meenakshi, Visalakshi, Swamiji gives in the three forms. So that day, I literally felt Shiva Bodha, experienced Shiva Bodha, which is not possible by many janmas, tapas. It won't happen. Even rishis, munis look after it, but it just happened like that in the inner awakening. So like you shared, I have seen a lot of kids, especially kids and some of the program attendees, their third eye is awakened. They were able to read blindfolded. They can see the future events, and even it happened many times for me. I'm not able to forcefully will, but whenever needed, it automatically comes to me. Like just 10 days before real incident, right? When I attended the inner awakening those days, even now, sometimes I will get a sensation in my third eye. Some intuition will come. So in 2011 or sometime, I was in the US. So I got this intuition 2-3 times. I had to go to India. I had to go to India. So then I called my brother who was in India at that time. My father was very sick, very, very, really sick. Then I was asking, should I come? Should I come? They said, no, you come in December, Christmas time and all. But one day it came third time. Then I said, okay, I just booked my ticket. I left US and I went to India. I was there 10 days. Then my father passed away. So I have missed that only because of third eye Swamiji's initiation. I was able to be there. Like that, I took many decisions in my life, like real-time decisions, only when I get these third eye intuitions. So when many kids, include my son, their third eye is awakened, they can read blindfolded. It's a real thing. And then one more thing I will share. The Swamiji says it's the subtle grooves of the brain. He awakens. See, what are the books I read before meeting Swamiji and then after initiation, before initiation? So once in a while, I take these books and read. For example, Swami Vivekananda's books, right? I read 1 or 2 pages. I used to read a lot before. Then after the initiations, when I go and attend, or read one or two lines of Swami Vivekananda's that thing, it'll go like thunder in my brain. It's like literally landing the initiation or whatever Swamiji was, Vivekananda was trying to convey. The understanding was completely different now. So Swamiji awakens the subtle parts of the system, and whatever we can do a seeker in many lives or many years, just one program, Swamiji will clear it, will make it happen. So a lot of experiences. So yeah, all the seekers, they should at least attend.
Wonderful, Aya.
All the seekers, they should at least attend 1 month.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So if you want to have an experience of the third eye, or the spiritual longing, yearning that you have, definitely do come to attend our programs. And the Paramashiva Sena, you can register for it at ecitizen.info/PSS. So what Swamiji is actually doing is reviving the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which makes this as an experience. The truth is, we are Paramashiva, whether we remember it or not, know it or not, cognize it or not, accept it or not. We are Paramashiva, and that is the truth. And this truth, Swamiji is just literally making that as an experience. And the Hinduism has this truth. That which even thousands of years of persecution that we are going through. This truth cannot be hidden, removed, taken away from us. And Swamiji, taking all of this attack on himself, still Swamiji is unapologetically reviving this Hinduism for us. Why it is so important? It is this: only when we feel that peace, that bliss inside us, we will radiate that to outside. And whatever that global peace that the whole world is talking about, it cannot be achieved as long as each one is going to be grabbing, fighting, that continues. Obviously not. And the only solution is having the true experience of bliss inside, which Swamiji is now, revived through Kailasa. And this UAN summit that is happening, it is for the global peace. So this whole revival is a journey, that responsibility that Swamiji has taken upon himself. So we would like to now watch Swamiji's satsang on this revival and the importance of reviving the Sanatana Hindu Dharma for all of us, not just Hindus, but for the entire humanity. Let us now hear from Swamiji.
Welcome all the Kailasavasis, the new Kailasavasi applicants waiting for initiation, all the Sarvanyapita intention, manifester, Yajaman, Kartas who are waiting to be initiated and showered with more wealth. I welcome all of you with my blessings. Listen. All the Kailasavasis, if you are already initiated and in Kailasa, are waiting to get initiated, become Kailasavasi. Listen. Even the Sarvanyapita Sangalpa means intention. Manifestors, Yajamans, Kartas, Ishwar, all of them, listen. Fundamental truth to manifest intense energy is non-violence. Listen carefully. Listen intensely. I am not talking about non-violence as just a moral or a methodology to coexist. That and all is a small introduction to non-violence. It's a very beginner's level introduction. Listen to the truth deeply. See, in Hinduism, there are at least 1000 authentic traditional yoga sampradayas, like Yoga Sampradaya of Patanjali, Yoga Sampradaya of Kamikagama, Yoga Sampradaya of Kiranagama. You should know very clearly. Yoga Sampradaya of Kiranagama is different from the Yoga Sampradaya of Kamikagama. Yoga Sampradaya from the Upanishads. See, Upanishads have specific Yoga Upanishads. You should know Upanishads have 11 branches. Saiva Upanishads separately. A bunch of Upanishads are Shaiva Upanishads. A bunch of Upanishads are Sakta Upanishads. Bunch of Upanishads are Vaishnava Upanishads. Bunch of Upanishads are Sannyasa Upanishads. There is a bunch of Upanishads are Yoga Upanishads. The Yoga Sampradaya in Yoga Upanishads are different in its presentation and definitions, teaching, than the Yoga Upanishads in Patanjali. Sorry, Yoga tradition in Patanjali. Yoga Upanishads, how they define yoga, how they guide people into yogic practices are different from the Yoga Sampradaya in Agamas. It is various expressions for various level seekers. So understand. For example, Patanjali's method is called Ashtanga Yoga. 8 steps or 8 parts. Anga cannot be translated into step. Ashtanga means 8 part. All 8 should be practiced simultaneously and spontaneously. Paramashiva's Agama, the Yoga Pada in Agama has only Shashtanga Pada, 6 parts. It's not that Paramashiva is removing 2 parts from Patanjali, or Patanjali is not adding 2 parts extra than Paramashiva. It's a way of expressing. When Paramashiva revealed Agama, to whom he was revealing, what was needed? He revealed that when Paramashiva describes yoga, to whom he is revealing, for that person, he speaks what is needed at that time. When Patanjali makes it into Ashtanga Yoga, when Paramashiva reveals, it is Shashtanga Yoga. When Patanjali reveals, it is Ashtanga Yoga. He makes it into 8. When Paramashiva revealed, it was 6. 6 parts of yoga, Shashtanga Yoga. When Patanjali reveals, he makes it into Ashtanga Yoga. He adds Yama Niyama. He makes it Ashtanga Yoga, 8 part. Now listen. All this, the yoga described, yoga tradition of Yoga Upanishads, yoga tradition of Kamikagama, yoga tradition of Kiranagama, yoga tradition of Patanjali, all the different yoga sampradayas have something common. All of them agree on one point. The first point to start yoga is Ahimsa. Whether Patanjali's Yama Niyama, you should know, in the first pada in this Ashtanga of Patanjali, 8 parts, the first part it describes Yama. In that, the first Yama is Ahimsa. All yoga sampradayas make Ahimsa the first value to begin. I'll explain why. Listen to it deeply, because it will help you in your life to be successful. Fundamentally, violence, whether cherished inside and did not express because you don't have a courage, or you are waiting for the situation, or you are trying to be very strategic and you have not yet got the situation to manipulate, whether just cherished inside and not manifested, or manifested in any form, whether in the Vyakta form or Avyakta form, violence drastically reduces the energy flow of your life. It stops your energy flow, stops you moving towards your right goal for your fulfillment. It reduces the speed of your energy flow. It reduces the energy to run your day-to-day life. It allows multiple other stinking toxins to grow in you and ultimately leads to self-destruction. I'm telling you, any form of violence, you should know that, any form of violence, I'm repeating myself because I wanted all of you to understand from various angles. See, any truth, only if you understand the truth from multiple angles, from your personal angle, from your emotional aspect, from your intellectual aspect, from your core being, and from the aspect of a society, from the view of people around you, in every aspect, and ultimately from the aspect of the whole humanity, from every aspect, from every dimension. If you understand the truth, it will become a cognition in you. It will just become a cognition in you. I want you to experience ahimsa, non-violence as a cognition in you. I tell you, many times people ask me, especially this people who are practicing sannyasa, they come and ask me, Swamiji, brahmacharya, in the 5 vows of yama, ahimsa, satya, asteya, aparigraha, brahmacharya. In that 5 vows, brahmacharya seems to be most difficult to practice, but why ahimsa is kept as the first, pratama? Listen, all of you listen to this truth. When your blood becomes cool by 40 or 50, after that brahmacharya will become too easy. It will not be that difficult or complicated. When your body is tired and wants to retire, brahmacharya becomes easy, not that complicated. It is just you need to have a simple understanding to live your life. But if the violence gets into your system, if your cognition is built with violence, not only till death, even after death, you can't get out of violence. You will be carrying it. Your decisions will be centered on it. Violence makes you worst evil. Not just for others, for yourself. Violence is the root cause of all mental illnesses, whether it is fear, anxiety, any types of phobia, restlessness, depression, everything stems from violence. Then you make your violence almost nil. The layer of violence in you reduces. Your day-to-day cognitions, your day-to-day lifestyle, your day-to-day energy flow gets centered on non-violence. Suddenly, as an experience, you will start seeing everything, everyone as manifestation of Paramashivam. Listen. Everything, everyone as manifestation of Paramashivam. Only thing stops you seeing everyone as Paramashiva, seeing everything as Paramashiva is violence. You should know very clearly. When your being reduces in violence frequency, gets detoxed from violence, the non-mechanical parts of your brain gets awakened. You will strategize from the larger vision of life, even to have money or power or name and fame, attention, anything you want. I tell you, if your life is centered on Ahimsa, non-violence, and you start making decisions, one, your whole non-mechanical parts of the brain will be awakened. It will be so alive, so energetic. Not only whole day, whole night, whole life, you will feel so much of energy physically, emotionally. You will never be drained. You will be so alive. Those functioning with violence in their cognition, even if they appear to be having wealth or name and fame, the so-called success in the society, they will not have energy. They will be just dragging their life. Don't you see every other day some celebrity collapsing in depression and dying as if they don't have money or they don't have name and fame, they don't have attention, they don't have a power, they have everything, but they don't have life. Listen, life energy oozes in you. You become bubbly. You become a being like Paramashiva. When your cognition, when your core centers itself on non-violence, violent person, even if he appears to be successful, even if you think he is successful, his strategies will not be with a larger vision of life. He might have just grabbed it, something from someone, just a fluke. He may be having some wealth or some attention, some name and fame, some power, some status and all that. But he will not be having life. I'm repeating, listen. Non-violent person not only will have strategy, not only will have wealth, name and fame, success, health, all, he will have life. He will have life. Many times people try to come and tell me, Swamiji, if we are violent, we may not have life after death, but at least this life looks very successful with the strategies from violence. No. Before bothering about life after death, first see, do you really have life during living? violent person will be crippled consciously. He will just be consciously crippled with so much of self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. It is literally like a consciously crippled. Foundation, fundamental truth for life is non-violence. Non-violence. I tell you, if you are interested in manifesting limitless energy, boundless energy, decide to make non-violence as your source, core cognition, as the center from which you operate. Anytime people try to come and tell me, Swamiji, are you not making people weak by constantly repeating and teaching non-violence? Listen. I am making people really strong. I am making people really consciously strong. Powerful people make powerful places, and in turn powerful places make powerful people. Powerful people and powerful places together makes powerful ecosystem. Kailasa is a powerful ecosystem. Whether you are a Kailasavasi who are already living in our Kailasas, or you are Kailasavasi waiting to get initiated and to come and live in Kailasa, or Sarvanyapita intention, Yajaman, manifester, Yajaman, Karta, Ishwar, anyone. See, if you are a SJP, you are practically like a Kailasavasi from your own home. You are practically living for Kailasa, with Kailasa from your own home. Means you are making your home and your atmosphere, your ecosystem as Kailasa ecosystem. So you are naturally become E-Kailasavasi. So understand, that you are Kailasavasi or Sarvanyapita, part of Sarvanyapita, anything. Center yourself on non-violence, you will find best things in your life. And one more thing, when I teach you non-violence, not only I teach you, I am giving you my protection. Paramashiva gives you abhaya. Just go on deciding, strategizing from non-violence. I commit, I'll protect you. will be protected. Mahakala Bhairava, my Bhairavas and Rudras will be around you, protecting you. Do not worry about others' violence towards you. When I teach, I am not just teaching you, I give you protection also. Rest, relax in Paramashiva, relax in Paramashanta, enjoy, celebrate being cool, ultimate coolness. There is nothing worthy to get to the level of violence to be achieved. Listen, there is nothing worthy to be achieved in this whole universe by becoming violent, means losing yourself. Getting into the space of violence is losing yourself, delusion, deluding yourself. From your Paramashiva state, you are pulled into the delusion by ego, always through fear. When the fear is triggered in you, you get deluded and start manifesting violence. That's it. After that, you are a shit. You will do anything your ego says, your delusion says. Living in your Paramashivatva, Paramashiva Pada, the source space, in your absolute pure existence, in you as you, that state, that space can never be taken away from you if you decide, all my strategy, whether my strategies for my health, my strategies for my wealth, my strategies for the success, my strategies for name and fame, my strategies to get attention or what I need, anything, I will strategize, operate centered on non-violence. With violence, violent strategy, violence-centric strategy, if you are making millions, that also dragging yourself. With a non-violence centered, you will just make billions. With bubbly, excited, intense, energetic life. Above all, millions or billions or trillions, with non-violence, you will have you. You will have you. I am telling you repeatedly. Kailasa lifestyle will be great success for you if you just decide non-violence. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. Grounding in non-violence, grounding in ahimsa, will bring not just health, it will make your system exuberant, vibrant, alive. Whether you are Kailasian or E-Kailasian, all SJP, intention manifester, Yajaman, Karta, Ishwar, all of you, I call as ecosystem of Kailasa. Whether you are inside the ecosystem of Kailasa or you yourself are becoming ecosystem of Kailasa, beside this fundamental truth, Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha, Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha, Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha, you will see so much of peace, joy, energy, exuberance, excitement, all auspiciousness in your life, core of your life. Just deciding to be non-violent will give you so many business breakthrough, so many relationship breakthrough, so many lifestyle breakthrough, so much health breakthrough, so much progress in your life. The only toxin pulls you down from Paramashiva state is violence. The first amendment of Kailasa's constitution. First amendment is Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. Listen. Listen. I'll elaborately explain. The first amendment is actually the first truth. The fundamental constitutional right you are given by Kailasa constitution is the right to be Paramashiva. Think you are Paramashiva. Feel you are Paramashiva. Believe you are Paramashiva. Treat everyone as Paramashiva and expect to be treated as Paramashiva by others. You have right to be treated as Paramashiva by others. This is a fundamental constitutional right Kailasa constitution gives you. First amendment of Kailasa. You have a right to be treated as Paramashiva by others. The best and only way this is possible is by realizing Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. The only toxin pulls you down from this you being Paramashiva, you seeing everyone as Paramashiva, and you being treated by others as Paramashiva. The only toxin which disturbs this whole life flow is violence. If you drop violence, first you will see yourself as Paramashiva. You will see everyone around you as Paramashiva. You will naturally attract people around you who will treat you as Paramashiva. Your whole life becomes Paramashiva. I tell you, you actually define yourself inside you not just by what you believe as you, by what others believe as you, and how others treat you, all put together. You start building you. So the best way to build you is you cognizing yourself as Paramashiva, and everyone around you also cognizes you and treats you as Paramashiva, is the best way to build your core cognitions and core identity. Ramakrishna has a beautiful example. He says, Ganga flows. There is a bamboo floating in the Ganga. Because of that bamboo, it looks like this side of Ganga and that side of Ganga. If you just remove the bamboo, Ganga is Ganga. Same way, everything is Paramashiva. You are Paramashiva, others are, everyone is Paramashiva, everything is Paramashiva. If you just put the violence called bamboo, it looks like I, you, this side of Paramashiva, that side of Paramashiva, me, you. If you just remove that bamboo called violence, it's all Paramashiva. It's all Paramashiva.
Such powerful revelations from Swamiji. I mean, Swamiji has, repeatedly insisted on the non-violence, and the first amendment of Kailasa, as Swamiji was explaining, for you have the right to be treated as Paramashiva and to treat everyone else as Paramashiva. And this after the level of persecution, the level of attacks that Swamiji has gone through, and everything that he had worked hard after being taken away. This is the response Swamiji has for the world. Non-violence. Ahimsa. One of the founding principles on which Kailasa is formed itself is non-violence. Just imagine the strategy that Swamiji is giving to us for a successful life, afterlife, to experience Paramadvaita is non-violence. There is nothing called retaliation. The only response is non-violence, ahimsa. Such a beautiful revelation from Swamiji that he is giving that, insisting, not only giving us a strategy, but insisting that this is the way to live, non-violence, and to radiate that Paramadvaita and oneness and love with the universe. So, Ayya, what is your powerful cognition from the satsang that you watched?
I still remember Swamiji gave the similar teaching like long back. I mean, the one of the clicks I got today is the fear thing kind of triggers the non-violence, the violence part. So I also remember in one of the yatras, Swamiji, somebody asked a question, then Swamiji answered, if you cannot forget about all the teachings, all the initiations, everything, but if you have to take only one thing from me, take this, which is Ahimsa. This was like around like 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. Swami has told this multiple times. I can observe that. Yeah, very powerful.
Yeah, as we are nearing the end of the show, you have not only taken the responsibility for Kailasa as a founding father, you also, not only being a Chit Sabha member, you also taken the responsibility to becoming a Rajya Sabha member. Can you please explain this journey? You went to Los Angeles, you attended the Paramashiva Sena and took the training to become the ambassador of Paramashiva. How was this journey like and how has it transformed your life? Because Paramashiva Sena, being an ambassador of Paramashiva, is not just taking responsibility for your own enlightenment, but you're also taking the responsibility for enlightenment for the whole world. How was this journey been for you?
This Rajya Sabha journey is about taking responsibility for the world. So before that, I mean, personally for me, most of the time it was about, oh, I'm here, individual soul, how do I get enlightenment? The focus was most of them like that. This one kind of shifted the view. Oh, the world is first, right? The Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. So previously I kind of forgot the world. The world is there, but I was only looking at the Ishvara, individual Jivatma Ishvara. Now the Rajya Sabha kind of gives that, oh, there is the world Jagat. So start with the Jagat first. That was kind of a shock for me in the sense that, oh, the world is there. But the problem is the world is not listening. So what do you do? So yeah, the responsibility side of the things, and we have to contribute something as hands, right? Do the action to transform the world. Definitely the world needs it. I face a lot of challenges personally in the sense that because I see the other side of the world in the sense that as of today, the world is going in one direction, right? People are believe something, a lot of violence there, and even to make people come and attend some programs, it's a challenge. So I feel the Jagat is there, but in a specific state. Personally, I can see that is an answer, but I don't know how to reach there. But Swamiji is giving the solution, and yeah, I mean each session is different. Paramashiva Sena, the one we attended is the Kumbh Mela focused, so it was more on the downloading of the energies into us during that time window. That was the first one. Yeah, between Chitsabha and this one, Chitsabha looked so easy for me. Personally, that looked like, oh, okay, contribute. I can contribute whatever we have. Again, because of Swamiji's blessings and all of Sanghas' blessings. Rajya Sabha, hands-on work, right? So, a lot of activities. Yeah, that was my journey. So still, I find some of the things as challenging to take action because I got a little upset because whenever I go, don't see results, right? I get a little, oh, why is that not happening? This is not happening, causing an enriching. But I'm planning to attend one of the programs in the future when I get a break. So, Rajya Sabha is more on the administration and getting it done. So
Member, in whichever way you are taking responsibility for Kailasa, Swamiji just showers, and so much of his love, compassion, and the special initiations that we get. Just a couple of days ago, Swamiji gave us this initiation for Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I mean, again, these are the things which you probably hear somewhere, read somewhere. But this is a language, normal vocabulary for us in Kailasa, for Rajya Sabha members and Chit Sabha members and Adinavasis, Kailasa because this is the initiations that Swamiji gives us and makes it as a deep experience, which many times we are like, okay, how do we even express this? How do we explain this? But these are the privileges of being a Chitsabha member, of being a Rajya Sabha member, where you have exclusive darshans, exclusive sessions with Swamiji, and these things that Swamiji just simply showers. And one of the things, like very powerful cognition that Swamiji gave in this Nirvikalpa initiation, Nirvikalpa Samadhi initiation for each one of us, is that you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the drop in which the ocean itself is inside. Such a powerful cognition. Like, like as you were sharing about about taking responsibility for the world, right? Initially, all of us think, okay, it is my enlightenment. But itself, that whole idea is contradictory, because when you say enlightenment, obviously you mean like you're realizing you are the one, you're the oneness with, the universe, the Paramashiva, the consciousness, which is everywhere. So, but then we feel, oh, I'm going to get enlightened in this tiny body. So, which is what? Like the entire universe. You are that entire universe. So, Swamiji says what the Vyakta that we cognize is like 0.00001%. And whatever is manifested is just that. And there's a lot more which is unmanifested. Realizing that entire thing is in this tiny body, when taking responsibility for entire thing, it is not for somebody else we are taking responsibility. It is our own manifestation in various forms. So it is us. So when we are getting enlightened, when we are actually working for others, it is for our enlightenment. So Swamiji actually reversed it and said, first others, first the world, then you, then your own enlightenment. But basically, when we are working on when you take responsibility for the Jagat, when you take responsibility for the Ishvara, and when you take, naturally the responsibility for you as you expand. So naturally, without any effort, without any struggle, without any working for my enlightenment, simply Swamiji just gives it, just like that gives it. Just like how Swamiji gave the Nirvikalpa Samadhi experience, how Swamiji giving us this today, the Ajapa Tandava, right? That experience that Swamiji is giving. Simply Swamiji just gives. It's a Leela where, we are enjoying to be part of this journey with Paramashiva. When he has happened as our Guru, as Swamiji, we are just enjoying the journey. And if you want to be part of this journey, just, as we are celebrating today in the world, we are seeing lot of tension, whether in forms of the world war, tensions between countries, or in terms of the AI taking over the world and whatnot. But in Kailasa, the Paramashiva is here, Swamiji is here, and he is doing the whole Leela, and we're just enjoying through this whole Leelas. So if you want to experience this, don't be sitting and watching, just come register to Paramashiva Sena, the UAN summit that is happening in St. Kitts and Nevis in October, from October 1st to November 1st. You can register at ecitizen.info/PSS. So come experience the Leela of Paramashiva, enjoy, and as Swamiji said, we ourselves will experience radiated Paramashiva, Paramadvaita, and Paramashivatma. Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much, Ayya, for joining and sharing your experiences. Is there anything that you would like to share before we close? What is it that you would like to share with the seekers outside?
Thank you for having me. I mean, for the seekers, I think they should not miss. They're seeking here, there, but all they need is, I tell them, just allocate 30 days, just attend. It's like they have billions and billions of dollars somewhere, but they're going and trying to work for like a few dollars in a shop somewhere. So they're searching, but come here, it's all here. Treasure is here. Get at least one program on initiation, then they will not go back. That's it. So.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ayya. So, what as you were saying, right? Like you're going here $1. One example that often comes to my mind when I see, like, how do we explain this to people, what they are missing out? Like maybe I feel like, okay, maybe, people could relate if you say this Bahubali movie where, that hero character is living in one village and one small hut, and he's continuously trying to climb up the hill and go and see what is beyond. Something in him is keep pulling him to go what is there beyond, right? And that is exactly all of us. When we keep climbing that mountain and trying to, like, that hill, and keep falling down. But with Swamiji, he just simply lifts us and takes us to that and says, hey, it is all yours. You are it is your kingdom. It is you. That is why the yearning inside of us to realize that Paramashiva inside of us. And we keep struggling in all ways possible to achieve that. But Swamiji just simply airlifts us and takes us and says, here it is. You wanted this, here I give it to you. And such a beautiful blessing that Swamiji has happened in our life, and giving this as an experience. And this is the greatness of Hinduism, that, each and every being, each and every one of us is Paramashiva. That is the truth. And Swamiji is giving us that truth, that experience through the Paramashiva Sena program. Each one of you, whichever part of the world you are in, you can come register. You can attend this program in St. Kitts and Nevis that is happening in October, from October 1st to November 1st. So thank you all for watching. And now we will close. And tomorrow we will again come back with the next session on the Chaturmasya show. Thank you so much, Ayya. We'll now close with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.